Someone you trust is lying to your face right now. And the worst part? You're helping them do it. Every liar uses the same questions. Not to explain, to control. If you have ever walked away from a conversation feeling confused, guilty, or unsure of what you clearly saw with your own eyes, this video is about you. That feeling was not an accident. It was a tactic. Most people think a liar hides behind a story. They don't. A professional manipulator hides behind questions. They don't want to convince you of a lie. They want to make you feel like a villain for even noticing it. If you've heard any of the 5 questions I'm about to expose, you were not in a conversation. You were inside a psychological execution designed to extract compliance without resistance. Machiavelli warned that the most dangerous enemy is not the one who attacks your walls, but the one who convinces you to open the gates yourself. In the next minutes, we are going to audit the exact phrases predators use to gaslight your intuition, dissolve your confidence, and quietly rewrite reality in their favor. We are breaking down the 5 manipulative questions liars always ask, stripping away their masks to reveal why they use them and how to protect yourself from falling into their trap. Understand this. It's not just about what they said, it's about how they say it and why. Pay close attention as we deconstruct their script, sentence by sentence, question by question. The audit begins with the most dangerous weapon of all. 1. Why would I lie to you about something like that? This question is the ultimate defensive maneuver. It is not an answer, it is a counterattack. When you corner a manipulator with a fact, a discrepancy, or a gut feeling, they don't defend their logic, they attack your character. Why would I lie to you about something like that? Notice the architecture of this sentence. They aren't saying I didn't do it. They are asking you to provide a motive for their betrayal. They are forcing you to become the prosecutor in a trial you didn't ask for. Machiavelli understood this move centuries ago. He warned that appearing virtuous is often more effective than being virtuous. By asking, "Why would I lie?" the predator is wrapping themselves in a cloak of faked innocence. They are implying that they are too moral, too stable, or too invested in you to ever deceive you. It's a calculated move to make your suspicion look like insanity. If you hear this question, realize what is happening. The focus has shifted from their lie to your lack of trust. They want you to feel like a bad person for even noticing the cracks in their story. They want you to apologize for being observant. Think about the psychological pressure here. Your brain is wired for social harmony. When someone you care about asks, "Why would I lie?" your biological instinct is to de-escalate. You start thinking, maybe I am being too hard on them. Maybe there is a misunderstanding. Stop. That hesitation is exactly where they win. In the world of dark psychology, this is called the burden shift. A person with nothing to hide provides evidence. A person with everything to hide provides an emotional guilt trip. They are testing your boundaries. If you back down now, you are telling them that your intuition is for sale. You are telling them that as long as they act offended, you will stop looking for the truth. But how do you handle a snake that wraps itself in the flag of honesty? You do not engage with their fake offense. You do not explain your reasons. To explain is to lose. When they ask, "Why would I lie to you?" the amateur starts listing reasons. Because you lied before, or because the timing is weird. Do not do this. Giving them your reasons only gives them a map of what to fix in their next lie. Instead, use a sovereign counterstrike. Look them directly in the eyes. No blinking, no agitation. Keep your voice at a flat, dead level. And say, "I'm not interested in your motives. I'm interested in the facts. Answer the question." Or, if you want to be truly Machiavellian, mirror their question back with a cold edge. That's exactly what I'm trying to determine. Let's look at the timeline again. By staying cold, you keep the audit alive. You refuse to be moved by their emotional theater. You are signaling that your mind is a fortress, and their guilt flip has no power here. But as dangerous as the guilt flip is, it's only the first line of defense. When they realize they can't make you feel guilty, they switch tactics. They move from attacking your motives to attacking the very foundation of your relationship. They move to a question designed to make you feel like the betrayer. 2. Are you really telling me you don't trust me? This is where the predator escalates. When the guilt flip fails to distract you, they stop defending the facts and start attacking the bond. This is the moment the conversation turns into a hostage situation. Notice the word really. It is a linguistic anchor designed to make your suspicion feel extreme, radical, and unearned. They are not asking for clarity, they are warning you. Continue pressing for the truth, and you will be blamed for damaging the relationship. This is the trust trap. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. He wrote that appearing faithful is often more useful than being faithful. Trust is social currency. When a manipulator deploys this question, they are attempting to liquidate your doubt by making it emotionally unaffordable. They force you into a false choice: protect the relationship or protect the truth. They are betting you are conflict-averse enough to choose the relationship. Why does this work? Because it triggers a rejection alarm in your brain. To say no, I don't trust you, feels like a social death sentence. It feels final. The predator knows this. They are hiding behind the sanctity of the bond to mask a breach of that very bond. It is the height of irony. They are using the concept of trust to protect a lie. This is what we call emotional blackmail. A person who is actually trustworthy will respond to your doubt with clarity. They will offer receipts, timelines, and transparency because they value the truth. A predator responds with indignation. They want you to believe that asking for evidence is an act of aggression. Look closely at the person asking this. Are they leaning in? Is their voice rising? Are they acting like the victim of a great injustice? In Machiavellian power dynamics, the one who claims the moral high ground controls the narrative. By acting wounded, they flip the roles. You are no longer the observer, you are the aggressor. This is how people train you to stop noticing. So, how do you dismantle a trap built on your own loyalty? When they ask, "Are you really telling me you don't trust me?" do not flinch, do not apologize. The moment you say, "It's not that I don't trust you," you have lost. You have just handed them the keys to the gate. Instead, look through them. Use the audit of reality. Say, trust is the result of consistency. Right now, your story is inconsistent. I'm not talking about my feelings, I'm talking about the facts. Answer them. By refusing to defend your trust, you take the weapon out of their hand. You are telling them that your mind cannot be manipulated by emotional theater. But when a predator realizes that guilt won't stop you and the trust trap won't break you, they turn cold. They stop the drama and move into a phase of psychological stonewalling. They move to a question that is designed to make the truth feel worthless. They want to make you feel like even if you win the argument, you've already lost the game. The audit is getting deeper. 3. So, what exactly do you want me to say right now? This is not a request for direction, it is a middle finger to the truth. By asking this, they are telling you that the truth is dead, and they are willing to feed you whatever script will make you stop talking. They are mocking you. They are implying that you don't actually want honesty, you just want to win an argument. This is mock compliance. In The Prince, Machiavelli explains that a leader must never be perceived as easy to manipulate. If you tell a liar what you want to hear, you are literally handing them the remote control to your brain. You are telling them, "Here is the lie that satisfies me. Use it next time so I don't catch you." When a liar can no longer defend the facts, they stop trying to look innocent and start trying to make you look unreasonable. This question is not an attempt to understand you. It is an attempt to discredit the entire premise of truth. So, what exactly do you want me to say right now? Read it slowly. Feel the contempt inside it. They are mocking your intelligence by implying there is no objective reality, only whatever words will make you stop pressing. By asking this, they are reframing the situation. You are no longer the observer pointing out inconsistencies. You are the tyrant with impossible standards. They become the exhausted victim, willing to say anything just to end the interrogation. It is psychological inversion at its cleanest. Machiavelli warned that power is lost the moment a man appears easy to manipulate. If you tell a liar what you want to hear, you hand them the remote to your mind. You teach them the exact lie that will pacify you next time. You convert deception into a repeatable process. This is how predators upgrade. Now strip the excuses away. Why does this tactic work? Because you are tired. The conversation has dragged. Your nervous system wants relief. Your brain wants closure, more than truth. When they ask for the script, a part of you wants to give it just to stop the noise. The moment you say, "I just want you to admit it," or "I want an apology," you have surrendered leverage. You move from auditor to coach. You stop investigating and start training. In power dynamics, this is coached deception. An admission that exists only because you wrote it is counterfeit currency. Watch the reversal they attempt. They are saying, without saying it, "I'm willing to cooperate, but you're impossible." They broke trust, yet now you are responsible for fixing the dialogue. They are suing for peace while keeping the stolen territory. Forgiveness without confession. Resolution without cost. Do not accept the transaction. You do not answer the question. You reject the premise. Lean back. Let the silence stretch. Then say, flat and final, "I'm not asking for words. I'm asking for facts." If you want to close the door completely, I don't want you to say anything. Your actions already answered the question. This does one thing that matters. It reasserts that truth is not a menu. It cannot be ordered. It exists independently of their willingness to perform it. You remove the last lever they have. Pay attention to what happens next. When guilt fails, and trust fails, and mock compliance fails, they reach for time. They try to minimize. They rush. They attempt to make memory itself the problem. 4. Can we just move on and stop living in the past? When a liar is caught, trapped and exposed, they have one final weapon, the clock. They will try to turn your memory into a character flaw. They will attempt to convince you that your pursuit of the truth is actually a sign of mental instability or pettiness. Let's be brutally honest. In the mind of a manipulator, the past is anything that happened more than 5 minutes ago if it makes them look bad. By asking this, they are attempting to liquidate their debt. They want the benefits of your future without paying the price for their past. They are trying to make you feel like a historian of pain while they play the role of the progressive visionary. This is the time execution. In The Prince, Machiavelli notes that injuries should be done all at once so that they may be forgotten more quickly. The modern manipulator takes this further. They try to force you to forget before the wound has even closed. They are auditing your stamina. They are betting that you would rather have a peaceful future built on a lie than a painful present built on the truth. Why is this so effective? Because it targets your fear of stagnation. Nobody wants to be the person who can't let go. We are told by society that forgiveness is strength and moving on is healthy. The predator weaponizes these virtues. They use your desire to be a healthy, evolved person against you. They are effectively saying, if you keep bringing up my lie, you are the toxic one. You are the one keeping us stuck. It is a total flip of the power dynamic. They committed the crime, but now you are the one on trial for the crime of remembering it. In dark psychology, this is called chronological gaslighting. They are trying to rewrite the timeline so that their betrayal is ancient history and your reaction to it is the only current problem. Look at the subtext. When someone says, "Let's move on," what they are really saying is, "I have no intention of changing, and I'm tired of hearing about how I hurt you." They are telling you that your feelings have an expiration date, that they decided. Machiavelli understood that power belongs to the one who controls the narrative. If they can convince you that the past is off limits, they have effectively granted themselves a license to lie again. If there is no accountability for yesterday, there is no safety for tomorrow. How do you stop someone from running away from their own shadow? You freeze the clock. You refuse to be shamed for your memory. You make it clear that moving forward is a privilege they haven't earned yet. When they ask, "Can we just move on?" do not defend yourself. Do not explain why you are still upset. Instead, bring the hammer down on the present moment. Look them in the eyes and say, "We aren't living in the past. We are living in the consequences of your choices. If you want a future with me, you'll start by being honest about the present. By standing your ground, you signal that you cannot be rushed into a false peace. You show them that your forgiveness is not a clearance sale. But there is one last question. A question that is so subtle, it often feels like a genuine attempt at clarity. It is the final legalistic bait used when they realize you aren't going anywhere. They stop trying to run, and instead they try to force you to define their crime so they can find a loophole in your logic. 5. So what are you actually accusing me of? This is the final move, and it is the most dangerous one. It sounds calm. It sounds reasonable. It sounds like a request for clarity. It is none of those. This is the trap of definition. When a predator realizes guilt won't break you, trust won't trap you, exhaustion won't silence you, and time won't erase what you saw, they pivot to law, not justice. Law, technicality, precision, semantics. So what are you actually accusing me of? This is not confusion. This is reconnaissance. They are not asking what they did. They already know. They are asking how much you know. They are mapping the borders of your awareness to find the gap they can escape through. If you hesitate, they win. If you ramble, they win. If you list examples imperfectly, they win. They are baiting you into a courtroom where they control the rules. The word accusing is deliberate. It reframes you as the aggressor and them as the victim. Observation becomes hostility. Pattern recognition becomes paranoia. Your intuition is put on trial, not their behavior. This is legalistic gaslighting. They want the conversation to stop being about truth and start being about proof. Because proof can be attacked. Truth only needs to be seen. They are betting on one thing, that you need permission to trust your own mind. In Machiavellian power dynamics, this is a classic maneuver. When power feels threatened, it does not apologize. It demands specifics, not to confess, but to calculate, to see what must be denied, reframed, or destroyed. Watch what happens next if you take the bait. You name one incident. They isolate it and dismantle it. You name two. They accuse you of keeping score. You name a pattern. They demand dates, times, screenshots. And the moment you fail to perform like a prosecutor, they smile. See, you don't even know what you're talking about. This is how intelligent people get trapped, not because they're wrong, but because they try to prove something to someone who benefits from misunderstanding them. Here is the truth you need to internalize right now. You are not in a trial. You are not obligated to present a case. You do not need a confession to make a decision. A sovereign does not argue with reality. He observes it and responds. So when they ask, "What are you actually accusing me of?" do not give them a specific date or time. Do not give them a target to shoot at. Instead, use the final audit. Say, "I'm accusing you of being untrustworthy." The details are irrelevant when the pattern is this clear. That sentence ends the game. Because patterns don't need permission. And truth does not require cooperation. If someone were innocent, they would seek clarity. They would offer transparency. They would try to repair. Only a liar asks what you're accusing them of. That question is not defense. It is surrender disguised as offense. Now you've seen the full architecture, the guilt flip, the trust trap, the mock compliance, the memory attack, and finally, the legal bait. 5 questions, 1 objective, control. If you recognized someone while watching this, do not ignore that. That recognition is your intuition reclaiming authority. If this audit shifted how you hear conversations, lock it in. Drop this in the comments right now. I see the pattern. Say it to cement it. If this helped you, hit like. It pushes this breakdown to others who are being quietly managed. Subscribe and turn on notifications. In this space, missing one audit means losing leverage. And if you are ready to stop playing defense and start mastering the high-level strategies of human nature, Machiavelli, and ruthless influence, click the join button below. Our Inner Circle membership is where we drop the scripts and tactics that are too dangerous for the public feed. It's for those who don't just want to survive the game, but want to own the board. Thanks for staying to the end. Most didn't. I'll see you in the next video.